What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now, the reason I haven't been posting is because I've been on vacation. I just made it back, and as you can look at my match history, it can tell you, boom, I really only started back playing today. So, I was on vacation. That's why I really haven't been posting. I did record videos before I went on vacation. I may still drop those. I'm going to show you all only three of these games because this game right here, I went against this opponent. This hand was nothing. So there's no point in me showing you all this. This was a win, but I wasn't going against a cohesive deck. This right here, this was tier, and this is tier along with the Horus engine, along with the Snake Eye engine, and all the other stuff. So, and they got to go first. So I'll play this replay, and you'll see I made one mistake that I could say, but either way it went, they would have still won. So I'm gonna speed it up. They do Fenrir, use Fenrir to bring out the Scareclaw, use the King Sark. They pitch the Rainbow Bridge, use the Rainbow Bridge to get, okay. Yeah, the Walls of Imperial Tomb. So they already have this one in the graveyard. And then they pitch Imseti along with the Crystal Beach Emerald. This was them getting all four of them in the field. So they're gonna use the zombie vampire. Now when they used the zombie vampire, they saw that they knocked the Samusur D Lotus as long as a Terror Incarnate into my graveyard. Now that's what made them go into the SP to go ahead and get rid of the Terror Incarnate because they did not want me to go and get a Phantom on my turn. So now they use the Princess. Okay, they got all three. This brings back that. They use that to bring back the. They going for the bring the SP Little Knight back because see they wasn't expecting to use it that early, so boom now they put it in the back row, and then use the IP right there. This is a good thing about having the Horus engine, cause see Horus engine with just Snake Eye would have been great, but then they they put a tier in here as well, which is you see they didn't even get to tier. This could have just been Snake Eye with Horus, and then have Fenrir and probably the two other ones, and that would have still been a crazy one. So now I'm gonna show you where I messed up at. When that D Lotus was on the field, I should have brought out the Grave Squirmer as well. With the Grave Squirmer, I did not have to do a pop. What I could have done is pop the Grave Squirmer with the Unchained Solar Swarmer. That way, that would have got this onto the field. Once this would have got onto the field, I could have brought out the Abominable Unchained. Abominable Unchained could have um, sent away the Grinder Golem. That way, I could have popped the Fenrir. Now, once I have done that, the Fenrir was going to get rid of one of those cards, but it would have also allowed me to go ahead on and just hit this Apollo as well. They would have still won because if you look at what they have up on their field, they was gonna still win regardless. But that was the mistake that I made, and I just wanted to point that out. I know I made a mistake, but yeah, they would have still won regardless. It was just the amount of stuff that they had up, it would have been crazy to overcome that. All right, so against this deck, this is Gimmick Puppet, and the Gimmick Puppet with the new support and everything. I do like seeing people play um, decks in ways that can actually get them a quick W, and it's not the norm. The reason why I play Yubel is because I've always liked Yubel. Like I like Yubel, see, because I'm one of them people who liked old school Yu-Gi-Oh, where I was using um, Sangan to get Yubel onto the field, and then using Dark Hole to get to Terror Incarnate. So when they created this Yubel deck, of course I was gonna get it because I've always liked Yubel. Now I'm gonna tell you why I always summon to the far right, and it's gonna be because of Moon of the Closed Heaven. I was doing it before Moon of the Closed Heaven became a card, but now that it's definitely here, that first summon will always be over there. That way, I know Moon of the Closed Heaven can't get it. Moon of the Closed Heaven can hit you everywhere else on the board except that far right. Now the crazy thing is, most people will always have more than one card on the field. So as Moon of the Closed Heaven is always active. Cause that's like, look at my hand. I'm like, if they had a Moon of the Closed Heaven, they could have got two of my cards. In which I know they would have got both the U Bells. Now what I was trying to do, I was trying to stop them from getting to this level 8, which is why you saw me negating everything. So yeah, this one puts all of the strings on. Then he goes into the gimmick puppet of dark strings. Now dark strings can sit up there and do that. Now the only problem is you're going up against a Yubel deck. So even after he did that, he knocked me down by 3,000, and he was able to get rid of the card. See, Yubel wouldn't trigger, but Spirit definitely triggers. And then I just used the Unchained to put the Lotus back up. That way I could block another one. And then he had to attack because Yubel was on the field, and that's game. So yeah, he kind of destroyed the entire all the monsters against the wrong deck. And this is Galaxy Eyes, and Galaxy Eyes people, they definitely want to try to kill you quick. They be cooking. I said, but when I show you, right? See, yeah, I ended up going first because, like they said, dumbass elected to go second. They won the coin toss and they decided that they wanted to go second. So now me, I'm thinking, okay, more than likely they might have Tempai. So I put the Super Poly out because my whole thing is, okay, I know one of these cards is going to catch them on the Tempai. Then I realized, okay, they're playing Galaxy. So now, boom, okay, they bring out Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon, Galaxy 100, banishes a card. They hit Living Defender, which was smart because if I would have used the Phantom, that would have made Super Poly Live to take out their entire field. So this is their inboard two light dragons, which is cool. That was a solid Super Poly target, but I don't want a Super Poly that. What I want to do is use Moon of the Closed Heaven, which is a good going second card. See now, going first, if I would have had a hand, I would have set up my Unchained package. But because I really didn't have anything and they established the board, I had to go on second version. And boom, Moon of the Closed Heaven, along with um, Underworld Goddess, allows me to take out both their cards, automatic surrender, and that's what it is, dumbass surrender. So, because I want to keep these videos 15 minutes or less, I'm gonna do a quick breakdown of what my deck looks like now. As you already know, these are all the Yubel cards that I've always had. The level 3 Chaos core is solid because it pairs well with the Chaos Hunter. 3 and 7 allows me to go into Chaos Angel. That's just like the eight along with these two tools allows me to go into Chaos Angel. All of these is just to get to a quick version of a Phantom. So I run a lot of Yubel cards to try to get to a quick Phantom. As you see that Grinder Golem came out from that y'all saw in the other game because it wasn't good. I took out some Unchained cards as well. I did put Hollow the Spirit of Tricks in here because if it ever gets down to where I do have a lot of monsters in the graveyard, Hollow Spirit of Tricks is hit them with something. And you already know what Super Poly and stuff does. Everything else here is basically the same. The only difference is um, now. Okay, yeah, I put this back in here because that's a quick push up. I'm only running three non fiend because I can fiend lock, and that's Moo Dragon, SP, and Access. Other than that, everything else is fiend because I will go into a fiend lock if I have to, or I can attribute lock. And if I attribute lock, access is still available and SP is still available. Moon Dragon, the only thing that isn't available at the lock. But Moon of the Closed Heaven, as you can see, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls that this card points to. And if you look at all of the arrows where it points, it targets everything except for the far right on your opponent's board. So, when you playing, that's why I always put my stuff in the far right because Moon of the Closed Heaven can't touch that on spot. But so I used that to link off along with Underworld Goddess, and that got rid of two of his cards. That means I only got to use two of mine because her effect is it got to be four, and Moon of the Closed Heaven is already one, and then whatever card that I put back up with opening the Spirit Gates is two, which allowed me to keep my Phantom up, and then link off they two with those two, and that's it. So I like to thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, I do hope that you all have the best time. Like I said, I do have a lot of other videos that I did record. I may drop them at some point, just to show you all that. Yeah, I was recording. I just did not have the time to do the upload before I went on vacation. But I'm out. Peace.